Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Help Awaken. This morning, again, opening the door and experiential meditation. Today, we're going to explore the mantra Aum Karuna Hum. Hello, Jennifer. Nice to see you this morning. I am without Kelly. As I said, I am flying solo this morning. The two of them just ran out to do some chores that had to be done this morning, so that leaves me to do the meditation. So it's nice to see you this morning. Hope you've had a wonderful week. We've been quite busy and there's been a lot of fun. So we're going to be doing a really wonderful mantra meditation again this morning. And I really like these guided mantra meditations. I find they really help get people into a good space. And we're going to explore a bunch of them. And of course, the purpose is to provide you with a big variety of experience. And then you can go back and pick and choose what suits you, and have a little more exploration into what's available. Because a lot of times we get caught up doing the same thing all the time. And I don't agree with that. I believe that your meditative practice should be as varied as life itself. Should be filled with various experiences. That doesn't mean jumping from one to another without delving into it deeply, but it means experiencing enough to make some choices as to which direction you would like to go with, what practices you find easily deepen that state of being within yourself. So just before we get into that, I just wanted to give you guys this picture again of this magnificent hawk. And I'm going to try and put this bird into perspective because it's a little difficult. But he stood about 2 feet tall standing on the branch. And he's just a magnificent, magnificent bird. And the whole time he was looking right at me. If you look carefully, he's actually eyeballing me almost straight across. And I couldn't have been more than, 15 feet from him at the time. And just a beautiful bird. So I just wanted to share that one more time. I absolutely love sharing pictures of nature. As a matter of fact, when it comes to my photography, I really only shoot nature. I'm not really into people. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful bird. And I managed to catch him on a high speed, a number of frames. So I actually have 8 frames of him in various positions with his wings. And one time in the future, I'm going to have all 8 of those framed and put them across a wall. And I think it'll be quite beautiful. Yeah, so just wanted to share that with everyone. The beauty of nature. And if anyone says that dinosaurs have died out, they haven't. That, what we call birds today, are literally the closest ancestor that we have to the dinosaurs. That's right. Those big, monstrous dinosaurs. And it's amazing. It really is. It's a continually amazing experience. I live in a state of total awe and wonderment. Just looking at the feathers on that bird alone leaves you in a state of awe. It really does. So this morning we're going to explore compassion a little more deeply. And we're going to be using the mantra Aum Karuna Hum. Now, the mantra in itself, Karuna Hum, is literally I am compassion. I really like to add the Om because to me the Om is like a precursor. It's setting myself and the whole of creation on notice that I aming myself through this meditation. I am creating myself, and I am asking and creating the intention of having the attention of all of creation during this by adding that Om. It puts every bit of my body's energy field on notice that I am actively creating at that universal consciousness higher self level. What is compassion? And we often talk about compassion, and there's a lot of confusion about compassion, and we've had a few videos about it. For the sake of meditation, we're not going to go much deeper because we do want to focus on the meditation. But compassion really can be boiled down to the understanding that as we are all here having a human experience, there is far more that makes us the same than makes us different. If we honestly look at each other, we all really want the same things. We all really have the same hopes. We all really have the same dreams. All of these things are part of human nature, and we're going to talk a lot more about that in the Sunday Awaken Live Q&A today at 1 o'clock on the Awaken the World channel. What compassion allows us to do is to recognize that because of that sameness, because we can remember ways when we behaved that unconsciously or we reacted in that way, we can choose compassion over judgment. Because we realize that in the act of judging that other person's behavior, we're actually also judging our behavior. And judgment creates chasms. Judgment creates gaps. Compassion builds bridges. Compassion allows us to approach each other, to come to the point where we truly see ourselves in the other. And this is why we practice this particular meditation. So I would invite you to, chant the mantra in your head or chant along with me. You can follow along the guided meditation. I hope this experience will help open you to becoming more compassionate, to choosing compassion over judgments, not only with others, but especially with yourself. You see, when we self-judge, we become very prone to judging others. But when we cease to judge ourselves and start showing ourselves love and compassion, we are prone to do the same for others as well. I would invite you now to come into a relaxed position, not too relaxed. Again, I like to imagine that my upper body girdle and my head are being suspended by a golden cord, a thread that runs from my crown chakra right up into the higher dimensions. And it serves as a conduit as well, too, for that universal sea of consciousness, that energy to flow. Take a deep conscious breath and relax. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Some people find it to leave your eyes half open and gaze down the line of your nose and allow your eyes to rest upon whatever they come upon. Try not to label it. Just let your attention become absorbed in it. Not in the isness of the object, but in the is-notness of it. Take one more conscious breath. And exhale. In our mind's eye, we see ourselves opening our eyes. We find ourselves in that meadow of love and compassion and light. The well-worn trail that we have created through the meadow to our sacred circle lies in front of us. Joyfully now, we skip our way along the trail. Invigorated by the sounds of the birds, the smell of the flowers, the whisper of the wind in the grasses. We come to that sacred space, our cushions already waiting, the same cushions that countless thousands upon thousands of sages, meditators, wisdom seekers have come to sit. Forming our circle now, eye to eye, no one higher, no one lower. We bring our attention into the center of that sacred space as we go within. Aum Karuna Hum. I am divine compassion. I am the light of compassion. Aum Karuna Hum. Aum Karuna Hum. Aum Karuna Hum. Aum Karuna Hum. As we sink deeper and deeper into our being, allow yourself to form an image in your mind eye of what compassion symbolically represents to you. Pick a symbol or a shape. Choose the face of a master or a guru, a spiritual teacher, Christ, Buddha, Krishna, anyone or anything that symbolizes compassion. Hold that image in your mind's eye. Aum Karuna Hum. 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 Allow that symbol or that being, that representation of compassion to solidify in your mind's eye. Imagine that you and the symbol, you and the persona of compassion are curious about each other. Move closer. Look deeply at that which you view as compassion. Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum. Closer and closer. Deeper and deeper. In our mind's eye, we reach out and enfold that symbol in our arms. Be it a talisman, a flower, the face of a master, your representation of Christ or Buddha. Wrap your arms around them. Wrap your arms around whatever it is that you see as compassion. Aum Karuna Hum 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 Aum Karuna Hum. Intertwine now. Feel rather than see. Divine light dissolving the outline of you and that which you hold as compassion. The outline begins to blur. What appeared to be two separate beings, two separate objects, is merging into one glorious field of perfect white light. Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Feel the divine light of compassion fill your being. No longer two. You have merged with compassion. You are compassion. You are divine love. Aum Karuna Hum 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 Standing there, your entire being radiating divine light. Imagine that light turning into liquid, a golden liquid light, endlessly flowing like water from your being. Allow that liquid light to bubble up through your crown chakra and pour down the entire length of your being, a living waterfall of divine compassion. Aum Karuna Hum 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 This bubbling wellspring of liquid light, divine love and compassion continues to pour from your crown chakra. In your mind's eye, watch as the compassion of your entire being slowly covers the earth in a rising wave of love and understanding. Aum Karuna Hum 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 In your mind's eye, in front of you, closest to you, bring all those beings who have done you harm, all those you perceive as wronging you, all those you feel are hurting, all those who you knew you could help but didn't. And behind them, imagine all the beings that suffer and die every day from our lack of compassion. Bring every human being, bring every creature, until the consciousness of the entire planet is standing before you. Allow yourself to look deeply into the eyes of those who would harm you the most. Allow yourself to see the same divinity that is in your eyes within theirs. Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Reach up. Allow yourself to grow, to expand. Until you alone hold the life of every living thing, the planet itself, all of creation in the palm of your hand. Look within. Allow yourself to dive deeper into your being than ever before. All that you see, all that you hold, is within you. Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Aum Karuna Hum Stay in this place. Spend some time. Allow the individual faces of all of those in your life to stand before you. Look deeply within their eyes and see your own self. Allow yourself to be a wave of compassion, sweeping away the judgments of others, sweeping away the should and should nots, the concepts of right and wrong, and good and bad. Allow yourself to be that divine beacon. Stay here. Stay in the spaciousness. Allow the mantra to continue to echo through your being. Aum Karuna Hum. Aum Karuna Hum. Aum Karuna Hum. Namaste. Until this afternoon.